Hi, I'm Chris. In this video, I'm going to show you why I believe you want to stay away from the Millionaire Shield and give you some examples of what I found wrong with it and give you an idea of what you need to know before you start dabbling in the stocks and provide an alternative for you that will help you get the lifestyle that you're looking for. And first of all, I want to show you the creator of this thing. This guy right here calls himself Stephen Hulsman, and in fact when I searched his picture on Google, I came up with this here. It's a stock video that they hacked to use. Um, he's used several times in different programs, and so that's the first flag that I believe is going to show you why this is a bunch of crap. One of the guys that does testimonials, let's see, they're down here somewhere. There they are. They give testimonials, and the one guy that I did find, and I know I could find the others, sometimes they rotate, in fiverr.com. This guy does a review, making millions of dollars with this thing, and actually he's an actor, as are the other ones. And this is him here. The background is the same in his kitchen or wherever he's standing. And he does testimonials for $5 on fiverr.com. John Mayo is his name here. And he has a bunch of examples here of what he's done. So that is another huge red flag. Why would they need to use actors to give testimonials if they had real people making money? And they call it a free download that you don't have to pay for, but you do have to put money into their broker's account. And when I tried to log in, they wouldn't let me in because I've tried too many times and I haven't changed my approach yet, so it don't matter. I'm not sure who they're using, but a lot of the brokers out there are not regulated. And if they're not regulated, you need to be very aware that once you put your money in there, it can go away and never come back because they're not being controlled or sought after by anybody. They have to register in order to be found and to have anything happen to them. So consequently, you should really stay away from this stuff. And in stocks, you really need to know what you're doing to start screwing around with stocks, because it's a very volatile adventure. You got to know what the indicators are, such as candlesticks and stochastics, and there's another one called the ADV line. Well, it's anyway the average convergence and divergence line. Almost forgot that one. And how they're affected, how the stocks are affected by world events. Now, China just devalued their yuan, or however they pronounce it, and that could have done a lot of things to the stocks. Actually, it probably affected some, because any country that does something like that will affect stocks. And you have to be on top of it. Being in a program like this where they claim that they're going to do it for you on autopilot, it's just not possible that a program is going to be able to check on current events. Well, current events are kind of stable, but if something happens, and they do all the time, that especially now in these days, it can ruin your whole system, and if you have a system. And that's where you need to have a mentor also to develop a system, and someone that can show you what you need to do and how to react to some of those situations. So you have to have a finger on the button. Now, I used to trade penny stock, and it's the same thing. I had to be on it all the time in order to buy low and sell high. In this instance, you're betting on, and I call it betting, you're betting on whether a certain stock will go up or down at the end of a certain time frame. And if you guess wrong, of course, you lose your $100 or whatever you put in. If you guess right, you'll get maybe $75 back. It all depends on what the contract is with the broker. And you need to find out about the brokers if they're not regulated. That's some dangerous stuff. And I have put some information down in the comments on the CFTC, the U.S. control, and the CISEC, Cyprus Island regulators. And I also put a broker investigator from scambroker.com, where you can look up some of these brokers. They have a list of the ones that aren't regulated and those that are. And there's a couple articles that you would need to check out where what you need to do in order to be able to trade on stock. It's like a little tutorial and explanation of what it's all about. And I also put a link on the alternative that I have to offer you, and it is down there. And that is something that I'm using to create my lifestyle, where I have total control over what's happening in there. It's entirely up to me how quickly I want to grow or slowly how I want to grow. I can adjust my schedule according to what I'm doing for the day, instead of having to sit at the computer watching the stocks go up and down. And autopilot, it just doesn't happen in the stock market. And autopilot in the marketing that I'm doing is possible down the road. It takes time, like all things do. There's no such thing as to get rich quick, that's for sure. Anyone that has ever dabbled into that would have lost their money typically. And I'm creating a lifestyle for myself that I'm happy with, and I'm not under any stress. And stocks is very stressful. And in fact, if people were making money like these people claim, and it's supposed to be a big secret, don't let the secret out because we're going to pull it down. Well, they all say that. And if people were making that kind of money, the media would have gotten a hold of it by now and everybody would know about it. You know how that works. The media would be all over it. And we would all be doing it if it worked. And most of the brokers and this type of programs wouldn't even exist, because they would not try, they wouldn't be able to rip off money from you. At any rate, that's it for this review, and I appreciate you watching. Check out my link for my alternative. It sure is illegal and the right way to make some money from home, if that's what you're interested in, and at your own pace. And you just get a hold of me. I have a link down there to get a hold of me if you want to give it a whirl. There is a trial part, and you can give it a chance and see if it's right for you. So with that being said, you have a great day. Thanks.